So, INC says the church was gone by 100 AD. Okay, so let me introduce you to three men who were alive in 100 AD. We have the Apostle John, right? He's the last living apostle, the one that Jesus entrusted with his own mother. He was still alive, and he was pastoring in Ephesus until roughly 100 AD. And while John was alive, he personally discipled a young man named Polycarp. Polycarp, he became the elder or shepherd of the church in Smyrna. He was a direct, personal student of the Apostle John. He sat under John's teachings. He heard the gospel from an eyewitness of the risen Christ. Now, INC says that by the time John died, the church was gone, is vanished, fell away, completely apostatized. But Polycarp was still alive when John died. He was already leading the church in Smyrna. He didn't wake up one day after John's funeral and say, well, the gospel's gone, time to invent a new religion. No, he had the gospel. John gave it to him, entrusted it to him to carry on. And that single piece of evidence, Polycarp alone, destroys INC's total apostasy claim. But let's keep going and let's bury the hatchet a little deeper. Because Polycarp didn't stop there. He discipled a young man named Irenaeus, who became the church leader of Lyons. And Irenaeus wrote extensively defending the gospel against Gnostic heresies. All right? Irenaeus himself says, and I'm quoting him directly, that he sat under Polycarp's teaching, and Polycarp told him about his conversations with the Apostle John and the other apostles. So that's an unbroken chain from the lips of Christ all the way to the year 202 AD. The gospel didn't vanish, it wasn't lost, it was being preached, it was being written, defended, and transmitted in real time and real history by real people with real names and real dates that we can verify. And again, we could stop here. We could stop here and say INC's apostasy teaching is a complete failure, right? We're already in 202 AD. More than enough evidence for that to be considered false by any reasonable standard. But I'm having fun here, all right? I'm having fun, so let's go ahead and hammer a few more nails in Felix Manalo's coffin, all right? Because he's dead. He's still in the grave, but Jesus Christ is alive and risen, all right? But here's the critical point INC they don't want you to see. And it's that none of these men were Roman Catholic in the way that INC defines it. There was no Pope in 100 AD. There was no Vatican. There was no papal infallibility doctrine. There was no indulgence system. These men were Christians, living directly from the teachings of the apostles, and they had zero institutional connections to what later became the Roman Catholic Church. So, if anyone from the INC brings up Catholicism, that's garbage. We can just toss that right out the window. So when the INC says the Catholic Church apostatized, we can say, okay, even if we grant that for the sake of argument, they still haven't accounted for Polycarp. They still haven't accounted for Irenaeus. The gospel was right there being faithfully transmitted, and their total apostasy doctrine is dead on arrival. Felix Manalo, false, a failure. But before I hit you with evidence too, if you're finding this useful and you want to go deeper, make sure to follow me at Apex Apologetic on all social platforms. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of them, YouTube. And do me a favor, again, like and hype this video to help spread the message. And if you know someone who is trapped in the Iglesia Ni Cristo system, please send them this video. That's the whole point, all right? Let's take the message global.